I used to flip my phone over without thinking. Face down, every time. Restaurant tables, coffee tables, nightstands, the couch between us, screen down, always. It became muscle memory, like locking the front door or putting on a seatbelt. I didn't even realize I was doing it anymore. But my husband did. He noticed every single time. And eventually, he stopped pretending not to. The messed up part? I wasn't cheating. Not physically. Not emotionally. Not really. At least, that's what I told myself. Which sounds ridiculous now. Because if nothing was wrong, why was I hiding it? Daniel and I had been married 9 years. We weren't dramatic people. No screaming matches, no broken plates, no passionate movie-style fights. We were the boring kind of couple. Comfortable, routine, predictable. Which, at the time, felt like something was missing. Like life was happening somewhere else and we were just watching. Every day felt the same. Wake up, work, dinner, TV, sleep. Weekends were groceries and laundry. We weren't unhappy, but we weren't exciting either. And I think that's when I started drifting. Not away from him, just away from myself. It started small. It always does. Instagram again. Late night scrolling, old classmates, coworkers, random guys liking photos. Nothing inappropriate, just attention. Tiny hits of validation. You look great. Haven't aged a day. How's married life treating you? Normal stuff. Harmless stuff. Stuff married people probably get all the time. But something about it lit up a part of me that had been asleep. Because Daniel loved me. But his love was quiet, steady, expected. Strangers? Strangers felt exciting, new, unpredictable. And that scared me how much I liked it. The first time I hid my phone wasn't intentional. Daniel walked past while I was replying to some guy from work who'd complimented my picture. Nothing flirty, just friendly. But my heart jumped anyway. So I locked the screen. Too fast. Too obvious. He glanced at me. Who's that? No one, I said. Too quickly. He nodded. Didn't question it. But I felt guilty. And instead of asking why I felt guilty, I just got better at hiding. Soon it became automatic. Notifications muted. Previews off. Phone flipped over. Bathroom scrolling. Deleting threads that looked bad even if they weren't. Not because I was cheating, but because I didn't want to explain. And that's where everything went wrong. Because when you start hiding things to avoid explaining, you're already halfway to lying. Daniel noticed. Of course he noticed. One night we were at dinner. My phone buzzed. I flipped it face down immediately. He watched me. Didn't say anything. But I saw it. That tiny pause. That tiny shift. Like a crack in glass. Why do you always do that? He asked later. Do what? Turn your phone over? I shrugged. Habit. From what? I laughed. You're overthinking it? And technically, I wasn't lying. But I wasn't being honest either. Because the truth was, I didn't want him seeing random guys liking my selfies. Didn't want him asking who they were. Didn't want to feel judged. Didn't want to feel caught. Even though I wasn't doing anything. It's crazy how suspicious nothing can look when you hide it. The messages weren't even that bad. That's what kills me. No sexting, no nudes, no plans to meet. Just flirting. Little ego boosts. You're gorgeous. Your husband's lucky. If you were single. Stuff that meant nothing, but also meant everything. Because I never told them to stop. I soaked it up. Like sunlight. Daniel stopped complimenting me as much around that time. I didn't notice at first. But looking back, He probably felt stupid competing with strangers he couldn't see. Imagine loving someone who smiles at their phone more than at you. God, I hate that I did that to him. Then came the password change. He noticed that too. You changed it? Yeah, security. He nodded, but his eyes lingered, like he wanted to ask more, but didn't want to seem paranoid. And that's the worst part about quiet men. They don't explode. They just slowly lose trust, silently. The distance crept in slowly, like cold air through a cracked window. Hard to notice until you're freezing. He stopped reaching for me in bed, stopped those random hugs in the kitchen, stopped asking about my day, not out of anger, just withdrawal, like he was protecting himself. And instead of thinking, why is he hurting? I thought, why is he being distant? The lack of self-awareness still makes me cringe. The breaking point came on a Tuesday night. Nothing special. Leftover pasta. TV on low. I was scrolling like always, laughing at something someone sent. Daniel looked over. Who's so funny? Just stuff. Can I see? Simple question. Totally normal. Totally harmless. And my stomach dropped like he'd asked for a confession. I locked the phone instantly. No. The word came out sharp. Too sharp. We both heard it. He went quiet. Really quiet. Then, why not? I just don't like people looking through my stuff. I'm not people. I'm your husband. That sentence hit, but I doubled down. It's private. He nodded slowly and said something I'll never forget. If it's private from me, then what is it? I didn't answer, because I didn't have one that didn't make me sound guilty. He didn't fight, didn't yell, just stood up, went to the bedroom, closed the door. That soft click hurt more than any slammed door ever could. The next morning, he barely talked. Polite, cold, like a coworker. I tried acting normal, but something had shifted, and I knew it. You always know when trust breaks. It's like the air changes. 3 nights later, I fell asleep on the couch. Phone still unlocked in my hand. When I woke up at 3 a.m., it was gone. And so was he. My heart started racing instantly. I walked to the kitchen, and there he was, sitting at the table, phone in front of him, scrolling, calm, too calm. I didn't go digging, he said quietly. It lit up. My stomach twisted. All of it just kept popping up. Message after message, different names, different conversations, same energy, flirty, attention-seeking, hidden. You didn't cheat, he said. But you weren't loyal either. That sentence destroyed me. Because he was right. Loyalty isn't just about bodies. It's about where your attention goes, where your intimacy goes, where your energy goes. And mine was everywhere except him. I feel stupid, he said. I've been competing with the screen for years. Tears wouldn't stop. I didn't mean anything. I know, he said. That's what hurts. You risked us for stuff that didn't even matter. A week later, he asked for a separation. No drama, no insults. Just tired. I don't want to beg for your attention anymore. God, that line still echoes. We divorced quietly. Paperwork, boxes, silence. 6 months later, I saw him again. Coffee shop. He was with someone, laughing. Actually laughing. Relaxed. Happy. The kind of happy he hadn't been with me in years, and it hit me like a punch. He didn't leave because I cheated. He left because I made him feel unwanted. Every day. For years. With something as stupid as a phone. Now my phone sits face up all the time. No one texts, no one flirts, no one cares. All that attention I thought mattered? Gone. Because it was never real. Just noise. And I traded my marriage for noise. If you're hiding your phone, ask yourself why. Because if it's truly nothing, you wouldn't feel the need to hide it at all. And sometimes, the hiding itself is what breaks everything, not what's actually on the screen.